Hello lovelies, welcome to another Next Generation Witchery. So come on and sit down. My name's Soraya, I'm your guide here today. This is my vlog of all of the spiritual things I've experienced about my many years of witchery and shamanism. So come on in, I'm super excited to be here today. Today we're talking about angels. There's so many different kinds of angels. So today we're going to go over the different types. We're going to go over how they help us, what they do, the different levels that they are. We're also going to cover how they help us, how we can call on them, and how they're really present in our day-to-day life. So come on and sit down. I'm super, super excited. Angels, like angels. I called the angels today when I started this today, and it's so beautiful to see so many different types of angels. There is so many, like, I probably don't even know all of them yet. I'm still learning. Like, I learned there's different layers, there's different levels. And it's beautiful to see them on so many different scales. Like, the Great Spirit, like, angels do the bidding of the Great Spirit. Like, really. All the stuff that the Great Spirit does, Lord, Lady, God, Source, Creator, whatever it is, however you want to call it, the angels are the ones that bring those things forward. The angels are the ones that hear our prayers and bring them to the divine. Mostly. The angels are the ones that walk with us here on earth, that guide us through our ups and downs, our struggles, our bounty. Angels are the ones that stay with us in our weakest moments, and they help us rise to our highest and best, and to our happiness and joy. Now, death angels. And I'm like, should I go into every single to how they work with us on this level? When it comes to angels, and they protect us here on earth. They walk with us, see things. They help us open our eyes as to where we're struggling in life. They help us, really hold space. And when it comes to angels, different frequencies, which is cool, like the sun rays, the violet flame. I'm sure you've all heard of the violet flame angels, like Saint Germain, to work with these different places and frequencies. Through our awakening journey as we ascend into the higher levels of conscious ways. Now, when it comes to the beginning of our journey, we always have angels that are with us all the time. Things like when I was stepping out of a toxic relationship, my guardian angel made him, same as Malachi, you need to pay attention. Like an elf, but more so like a dark mysteriousness to him, you know? So it's like our guardian angels walk with us. They present themselves, one huge thing right now. It's another good one. Like when I was first starting in the place I was living, and it was having bad dreams, we were having bad dreams. A place. So I'm really, really closely because I was in a space of despair. I was in fearful. My children were safe, and it felt like the dark. So I called in the angels to be present in my life. And how do I know that? I went out to pray for the full moon, and I smelt then jasmine. It was the most beautiful in my heart space, and I started to cry. I was like, wow, so beautiful. The feeling, it just engulfed me with this love, and I'm like, how do I bring that into my house? So I in the house and working through the darkness and the fear, and it was like a month or 6 one day when we were out shopping, and we walked into the living room, and I instantly started, and the frequency and the living room at that time was so profound. I ever had. That's when I really started working with angels like Lord, really bringing them into a beautiful feeling of love and love. It was one of the, even to this day, has this really sweet, flowery jasmine smell, and it's amazing. It's amazing. Call the angels into our lives. Especially when we're going through struggles. I'm feeling low today. I could really space I'm in. Like, it's an energy that you feel, or a friend calls you to say, hey man, I love you. Like, the angels bring those to God Source creation, like sounds. It's very beautiful. Like Archangel Michael, he protects that space. He helps us cut from any fear that we have within ourselves. Good. They also help protect us. So if timeline, like Archangel Michael comes through, and have other angels that work with Archangel Michael. One of my favorite is our vision angel, and that's my space and time. In this lifetime, I help them connect to love, help them compassion, and help them through their shadow selves. That's one of my main guides. He's one of my main angels. angels for every direction, and I call on Angel Gabriel sometimes when we're going through my emotions or you know, it's very beautiful. Archangel Uriel is also the person I call to be grounded. He is like an archangel angel, and they help you be grounded. They help that plane, which is very interesting. All right, so I already talked about our guardian angels, which is very beautiful. Personal guide angels that also have different realms and dimensions. That's a very next tool. Angels that are gatekeepers, and some of them are an angel that has to be nice. That's not true. Like there's angels that are pretty kind of, but they have a purpose for that, or they've been weighed down with some sort of thing in the eyes of all God's badge of energy or honor or struggle. Death angel, and he's not. I love the darkness, and I love a lot of people see him both. They get very, very uncomfortable, which is rightfully so. Like it really ties in with a lot of the Egyptian angels that protect different realms, and our guardian angels are kind of the same way. But it's very interesting to be able to it seems we have with us, and then there's like a lot, especially the star seeds are here to bring this change. I always have an very, very beautiful. Now there's angels, they don't necessarily, that is the energy that they bring forward, a calming, nurturing energy, you know. And Alahim angels favorites, because once you read a certain point, higher level frequency, you can connect to these angels, godly body or energy of existence. They help you aura and your light body, and they really help you activate to different understandings. And your maze, like they guide you through these spaces, and they're beautiful. I was gonna veer off. Go into lower realms, like so a lot. I always ask for my angels to join me, and I always have a specific angel that I have join. Frequency can shift, and it can get easy to or spiritual travel. These angels really sit in this. You can about them, and not just on YouTube. I know they have lots of different tarot decks and lots of. But I urge you to really sit in your own space, really your energy and your guides and angels, and communicate. Any type of spiritual communication starts with a prayer. I wish to communicate space. But it's also when we're connecting to, there is a lot of different spirits. There's a lot of different spirits, and we have to use, and the first types of the intuition that you pick up connecting with you. Some erratic energy. I'm like, should I go into that space? Especially false light being very erratic energy, and they always try and like give or lead you to understanding. And they will gift you these powers if you work. These are higher light beings, and a lot of times in this lifetime, we are releasing ourselves from the hierarchy in love. We're connecting to the rainbow, to God's source creation, and the frequency of love. There is no higher. Connecting to these different spirits, and you're calling forward your angels. Really use discernment. How does it feel? Emotions come up for you. What sort of communication comes through? Is it comforting? Is it calming? Is it energy of peace and love? Is it strength? Is it promising you something that is not for us in this lifetime? Really use to go on this spiritual journey. Well, I shouldn't say when I first started. I've always been on this spiritual journey. But when I really spiritual journey, that was important for me to be the best physical realm. I wanted to help people through their shadows, their fears, their traumas. I wanted to help people through that space. My own entities. I had to work through my own fears and shadows. And I had to see. But I wanted in my heart of hearts ever since I was a little girl. So for me to learn these elementals, and God, there's so many, I could go on and on forever, different frequencies, and they're like, I could go on forever. In order for me to learn those things, and I want to help people. I want to help people through their darkest moments. I want to help people through their fears. And in order to do that, I had to go through the darkest spaces. The light. It always started first with connecting to God's source creation. My own light. And what I understand is what I hear, feel, and understand in this. So when you're connecting to these different angels, really ask yourself, what is your point? If you're doing it because you ask for assistance in your life, that's great. That's beautiful. Connect to them. If you're asking to connect to a different spiritual evolution, let that angels that connect with you. But it will always be, say that. It's awesome being able to talk. Did a vlog of all of the things that I have learned in my spiritual journey, so it's very exciting. I've done journey, but I've never talked about all the things that I've learned. It's very beautiful. The angel that you connect to. So it's a certain smell or a certain frequency, a pitch, or a different tone voice, or maybe even your own voice. Follow that. Allow that to sit with you for a while, because that's going to open up so you can connect with them a lot easier. Now, when it comes to this awakening, the urge, I hear urge of this awakening, we have a lot of angels at all times. There's armies and armies of angels. It's so fucking beautiful. I'm not even kidding. But through this awakening process, like they're here to help us come out of the darkness. They're here to help us come out of the space of resistance and fear and hell on earth. And they're here to help us. We all rise together. The earth heals together. The galaxy heals together. Like, we all rise together. So the angels are really here to help us be the best that we can be. Shame and regret and hate in that space, and bring forward love and unity and understanding and excitement and joy, and to be proud of yourself. Like, they're here to help us through the darkest parts of our journey. They're here to walk with us through the shadows and to celebrate us in the light path. And when it comes to working with angels, I have goosebumps. I love that. Thank you. To ask them to join you, to ask them to bring forward a message or a sign or a symbol. A lot of times I'll see birds fly over my head and do a little spin, like that's them getting your attention. And a really big prayer that I use all the time throughout my whole journey is, I pray for divine intervention. Struggling with something, like if I'm confused about something, or if I'm really struggling about something in life, or I'm stuck in the same pattern, or I'm unsure about the people around me, I pray for divine intervention, and I ask for your symbols to be known. I ask for you to show me the way through this confusion, to a space of love and openness and unity and purpose. I'm a huge purpose-driven person. When it comes to your prayers with angels, like, don't be shy. Don't be shy. They don't judge. They're here to support. And so don't be shy. Speak your truth. Where are you stuck? What do you need? Are you happy? Like, or help me. I don't like to use the word help me because it shows the universe that you're in need of survival mode. So space to open my eyes to see and understand. That's a great way to really do that. Getting to this space. I can't talk today. I congratulate you for getting to this space. Opening up your heart to see and understand things on a completely different level. Angels are such a beautiful beginning of this journey, and to interact with the different realms and frequencies and understand your channel and your light and how we communicate with the higher realms. So it's most important to start with them first and to really understand that frequency. Their cues and their symbols and their light, because they are part of our biggest journey, and they're here to beautiful. It's really, really beautiful. So call on them. They're looking forward to communicating with you. They're looking, and you are the way. They're looking forward to walk with you on this journey. To leading them on this journey. They really help us through a lot of pinches and patterns and spaces that we can get stuck in. So I check it out. And a great way to really get into a meditative space. Take 3 to 5 deep breaths. Great Spirit and Holy Angels of the Light, I ask in my life. I ask for my mind and heart, eyes to be open to see your messages, to be open to see your guidance in my life and the way that you can communicate with me. Self-known. I ask for you to be ascension journey. Really breathe into that space. What do you feel? What do you hear? What frequency do you pick up?